What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Girl, it's 11 o'clock. I'm trying to get these videos out. I've been trying to catch up. The only thing that I got left to do is to actually watch American Horror Story and see if I really want to review it. And I'm 2 episodes behind on that already. Girl, that if you didn't know, I was out of town, so that's why everything got pushed back. That's why things are late. And as you can hear, if you can't hear, but you probably hear it throughout the review, if I lack the energy, it's not because it's late. It's because I have a cold. I have sinus issues going on right now that's been going on ever since I came back from Houston. And I just feel like trash. And no, it's not that other thing, okay? I already took a test to make sure. But anyway, moving on, we are back for another episode review, finally, of Love and Marriage Husband. Nope, wrong show. That was the show I did previously. Love After Lockup. Season 5, Episode 2, Street Lies and P.I.s. I'm going to get straight to it. This episode didn't give, probably because I was a little tired and I just felt like a lot of stupid stuff went on. Let's just go down the line. Chelsea and Mikey. I feel like their story is really cute. I didn't feel like I needed to see Chelsea again, but now that she's on this season, we'll see what she's gonna give. I feel like, we hitting the diversity issue situation because, we never really had somebody that was hard of hearing or hearing impaired, whichever one you want to call it. I don't know which politically correct way you say it, on the show before. And it's very interesting. And the only reason why how I knew that she was still back on the show is because I'm looking at it and I didn't hear anything and I forgot that, they put the subtitles up and they make it completely silent. But that wasn't a problem. I was paying attention this time and I was like, oh, Chelsea. Okay, cool. So basically what's going on with Chelsea is Mikey is about to get out of jail. And so she's about to go down there and get him. And I think he's in Kentucky. And so she's going to be staying down there. I had no idea that they only met in person one time when he was in jail. And that was a year ago. I said, what? So that time that we seen them on the last time she was on Love After Lockup and she went to meet him, that was the one time, or was it Love During Lockup? I think it was Love During Lockup. Whichever one we first got introduced to them. That was only the one and only time they met each other, and they was talking for so long, and she was like, it was like love at first sight and all this stuff or whatever. I do like the fact that Mikey did take the time out once he found out and was told that she was hard of hearing. He took the time out to learn, sign language, and also the fact that, he is losing his hearing as well because he has a hearing aid. And so, they kind of matched like her friend was saying. And I just remember the whole mess and debacle their first season was when they didn't know where he was at. They said he was in the hospital. Then they said he wasn't. Then they said he had a stroke. Then they said something else happened. And we was all thinking that, especially me, I was like, oh, this man is playing games. Kind of found out all of that happened. All of that happened. I said, damn. Oh, okay. Well, my bad. So now they're still going strong. And I was a little confused. I said, ma'am, because he had called from jail, right? She in the car driving with her youngest son. She has 3 kids. Her oldest son, I think, is like 15. Then the daughter is 14. And then the youngest is 11. And she about to drop him off at like a little boxing thing or whatever. And so she driving, Mikey called. And I'm thinking that the little boy about to interpret for her, whatever. No, girl. I said, what you looking at while you driving on this road? And then she doing sign language and stuff. I said, now see, there should be we can't text while driving. How are you doing this while driving? And she ain't getting no accident. I said, girl, all right. She said, baby, I can multitask. I said, okay. I'm going to let you have it. I was real confused and I was real concerned. I said, hands on the wheel, baby. Tell that man to call you back in 15 minutes, okay? He ain't got nowhere else to go. But, that was cute. They said, I love yous and all that stuff or whatever. We already know that he went to jail for like robbery and all this or whatever. She was talking to her friend about everything that's supposed to happen. And, she was saying, I hope he don't, I just hope he is not expecting to have sex when he first get out, because I am not ready. She hasn't had sex in 4 years, and she said, baby, I'm not about to have sex with him right now. I am not comfortable enough to do that yet, and I respect that. I respect that, because I don't care if they give you tests inside. I want you to get all the tests and get your medical workup or whatever. I want you to make sure you're crystal clean, okay? Crystal clear, crystal clean, and all of that. Squeaky, all right? And, you know, I just want to make sure everything is good with myself as well. So I'm going to get myself tested. We're going to get tested together. That's what we're going to do. You know, we got to take precaution these days. But at the same time, Mama said it's going to be like 4 to 6 months. I said, excuse me. Look here, Joan Clayton. Now, for those that don't get the references, girlfriends, Joe used to have this rule that, you know, she would wait 3 months to have sex with a man. That's fine. But that lady said 4 to 6 months. Mind you, y'all already been talking for the past, what, couple of years or so. Okay, I think the wait is long enough. Girl, that we done passed that already, but I get it. You got to get acclimated to the person or whatever. So I understand, and I actually appreciate that. It's a little bit too long. I would probably give it a month. Maybe a month and a half, you know, that's just me. But 4 to 6 months, girl, you better hope he ain't gonna go somebody else. But anyway, that was cute. I feel bad about Chelsea. I apologize again. My sinuses is just really, really bad, and I got post-nasal drip, and it's all just doing everything right about now. Got my throat and my voice and everything just messed up. But I feel really bad for her and him, because this whole relationship situation, her father, we saw that her father was one of her biggest supporters in her life, right? He wasn't on board with this whole situation of her going to see him and being with him and whatever, and come to find out that kind of messed up their relationship, and they haven't been talking for the past year or so. And because of that, she became close to her mother. She became close to her mother during this process, and you know, they had their issues early on, but then they became closer. And I'm glad that I'm glad that they put this in here, because it's one of those situations where, you know, you fall out with a parent or you fall out with somebody that you cared about or whatever, and it's like we sometimes got to bite the bullet and just be like, you know what, let me go talk, let me just try to mend things, even if I feel like it wasn't my fault. Let us just try to mend things, because you don't know how long we got on this earth. And her mother had recently passed away in October 22. And she said not only did her mother pass away, because the other friend or whoever was talking was like, did you go tell your mama about this? Did you tell your mama that you was going to get Mikey or whatever? I'm sitting, she was like, no, girl, not yet, but I'm about to. I'm thinking she really finna go over there to her mama house. Girl, she went to the grave. And I said, oh, not to laugh at it, I was just taking it back. I said, oh my God, girl, what? Your mama died. Oh my God, I just really wasn't expecting that. And I said, oh my God, Chelsea, I feel so bad. And then when she said that Mikey's mama died 6 weeks after her mama, I said, child, oh Lord. Y'all be crying on the phone together, because baby, that's what I would have been doing, okay? That's all I would have been doing. That's all I would have been doing. No lie, no lie. But she said that brought them together. I just hope that they still have an actual connection where they have something to connect on, and it's not just the death of their parent, their mothers. I don't want them to trauma bond, okay? Trauma bonding with someone is not good. In the long run, it is not good at all, okay? But that's Chelsea. She's gonna, you know, she's still working as the housekeeper. She's gonna stay at the hotel that she went to the last time. Moving on from that, we got Sheree and Anthony. Sheree has her 10-year-old son up there. They doing like a little TikTok video or whatever. Sent it to Anthony. And, you know, she said the relationship between her and Anthony is they known each other since they was 14 years old. They dated for a year, like when she was around 14, 15 years old. And they broke up because that's what she said in the first episode, that he was cheating. I said at 14, 15 years old, you are cheating. You are a whore. What is going on? I just don't understand that. I don't understand how that is possible. Do you even call that a relationship? I don't know. You know, and they never really got in contact until she was 31 after that, you know. And so ever since then, they've been tight, you know, got together. He's in jail for what he's done. And he's also developed a relationship with her son. And she talked about her son's father. The father was the boyfriend that she got with, I guess, after she got with Anthony and they broke up. And that was the next serious boyfriend that she had. She got pregnant with her son. It didn't work out. Like when the baby was 6 months years old, they decided to just split because basically they were not, you know, they outgrew each other. That's basically what it was. And I don't know necessarily. Yeah, he's in his life. And Anthony said, you know what? Her son's father is in his life, but he could be doing more. And I'm going to have to sit down and talk to him. I said, excuse me. First of all, slow your roll, okay? Slow your roll. Baby, you can't talk to nobody about being a daddy and about taking care of responsibility when your ass been sitting in prison all this time, okay? I understand where you coming from, and I get it. And any other time, I probably would have respected it. But you kind of overstepping, okay? Baby, what have you been doing? I mean, granted, the boy do like him. He was like, look, mama, I got him listed as Pop-Pop up in my phone. I wouldn't have did that, but hey, it is what it is. That's how you want to run your household. You want to let your child do that? Fine. Wouldn't be me. But Anthony, you come out and you get acclimated to the people around you first before you come up there talking to her baby daddy, okay? Because no, don't do it. Not just yet. All right. And the little boy, he said when he even knew that some mess might happen. The little boy, I can't remember his name. He literally said, I don't have a problem with the fact that, you know, I like Anthony. I still like my father. They got it. They have no real, he has no real issue with them, right? He still has a relationship with both. Understandable. And he said he wants them to get along. He wants the party to come together, and if they show up together, you know, in the same room, he don't want no drama to happen. And Sheree knows that there might be drama. After what she told us, how her baby daddy be coming at her because of the fact that she ain't got no man, especially out in the free world, and now she want to bring and pop up her baby daddy. Well, and now that he out of jail, oh girl, it's about to be some mess. It's about to be some mess. And I already know it's about to be some mess because they didn't blur his face out. They didn't blur his face out on the picture, so I know he about to pop up and it's about to be some. And I'm just sitting here waiting for it. I said, Sheree, you are just so messy already. And she an HR specialist. I said, you work at HR and you out here being messy like this. Girl, all right. You know, she was talking to her friend. She can't wait to have sex with that man. You know, for my man. Thank you for my man. She all about that. And then she go to the prison and go pick him up. And that's all that we saw from her. Okay, truthfully, that's just all that it is. So we literally at the very beginning of all of these stories, and the meat and potatoes haven't even showed up. Some of these stories got juicy real quick. Anthony and Brittany. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how this man is allowing this woman to just take control the way that she is. What I'm saying about that, because the girl gets out of prison, y'all go to the hotel and you're about to get ready so that you could go to your son's birthday party, surprise him or whatever, because she got released on her son's birthday. Understandable. And as I said last week, and I will say it again this week, there should have been separate times that he saw her and her kids saw her. Meaning, it should have been just Gracie picking her up. Given that it's her son's birthday party, and she's getting out on her son's birthday, as I should say. That's what I meant to say. She's getting out on her son's birthday. What she should have did was have her daughter pick her up from prison and then meet up with Andy probably the next day or whatever, or 2 days later or whatever. Spend a couple of days with your kids and then spend some time with Andy. That's what she should have did, okay? Because she said that she is not on papers. She's not on parole. She's free and clear, right? You know, because then you won't get the resentment that's about to happen. They get to the hotel. They go into the hotel. You know, it was cute that she was jumping into the water. She jumped into that water. She said, girl, I want to go swim for a quick second. And when we said a quick second, she meant that. She jumped in that water and said, okay, it's time to get out. I said, oh. Okay. And so they went up there to the hotel. I said, first of all, y'all rude as hell, tracking in all that wetness throughout the floor. I looked at the floor. I said, damn, y'all not even going to try to get a towel and get that up off the floor. Where are y'all shoes at? Okay? Put your shoes on. You know, tracking all that wetness up in there like that. That's kind of rude to the hotel staff. And so they get upstairs. She see the bed full of the roses and the gifts and the phone. Oh my God, I love my phone. Oh my God, what is this? Oh, what is this? We got some money in here. You know, I was going to give you $1,200, but, you know, I was only able to give you $500 because, you know, somebody had hacked into my bank account or whatever, so I had to fix that. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the $700 later, okay? That's what I'm going to do, you know? But I hope you like that. And she was like, oh, okay. You know, so she goes into the bathroom to try to go get dressed or whatever. Barry and Gracie was downstairs. Next thing you know, Gracie comes up there and she wanted to talk to her mama. I didn't like this conversation because I understood that she's just not getting out, but I feel like she could handle it a little bit better. They could have got to the same conclusion that they got to at the end of the conversation earlier if she was listening. And maybe I feel different. Some of y'all probably feel differently, but I understood where Gracie was coming from. Gracie was in her feelings because, one, she said she was tired. And, you know, a lot of us been cranky when we tired. Understandable. And probably tired because she was anxious. She hasn't seen her mama in years. And, you know, they have a storied history. That's her oldest child. She had to put her child up for adoption when she went through the stuff that she went through with the drug things and everything. Then going to a jail. You know, she was heavily dependent on her child for the other kids or whatever when she was going through the issues that she was going through. And so, you know, they already got that type of energy going on between them. They need a lot of healing and a lot of therapy for themselves to, you know, get some understanding and get some, you know, stability back in their life, okay? And especially dealing with the fact that she was young going through all of this and watching her mother and especially the other kids as well, right? And it was like she was coming at her because she said that she just wanted to spend some time with her. She wanted to be around her. It's not that she didn't want to take up all her time. She just wanted to be around her. And what I interpreted that to me is, because Andy even said cut that off while they over there talking, cut the cameras off and all that stuff. I interpret that to mean that she didn't want Andy around. She wanted this moment to be just about this particular moment, her coming out of the prison, her taking her to the kid's birthday party. She wanted all of that for herself. That's what I felt like that meant. And that's what I felt like should have happened. You know, but Brittany is like, well, it's not about you. You can't be selfish. We're going to see your brother. We're going to do this and doing that or whatever and all this stuff. And I'm just like, she's not being selfish. She's not being selfish. She's being very reasonable in my opinion. And I know somebody going to say, oh, she's acting like a spoiled brat. Well, you tell me how you would feel if your parent was gone for a couple of years or so. You had a rocky relationship. You missed them so much. And then you can't even enjoy that time being by them because you got to split it with a stranger that you don't know. I would feel some type of way too. That's that. But eventually, they had another conversation. I just didn't like the way Brittany was talking to her. Like she was just basically not hearing her feelings out. And I understand Brittany just got out of jail. So, you know, we can probably give her a little bit of a pass because it's all still new to her again. And so, she eventually said, you know, I love you. I need you. You my number one priority and all of that stuff. And I apologize if I hurt your feelings about some things that I spoke about and I said, because she did acknowledge that. And I had to give that to Brittany too, okay? Because she could have just let it rock and she could have just been like, you know, grow up. You know what I'm saying? But she eventually acknowledged where her daughter was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I like that, okay? Meanwhile, Andy showed her the cake for the little boy. They get in separate cars. This is so that, you know, Gracie can have her time with her mom on the road going to the birthday party. Barry and Andy was in the car together. Understandable. Baby, when they pulled up to that birthday party, Gracie had already got out. Mind you, Brittany is already having doubts or whatever. She was like, I know I'm going to stay out there in Rome, Georgia, but this right here, this is my home and all of this stuff. And I said, why don't you just stay? You don't want to be out here with that man. That's just what it is, okay? Meanwhile, over there in the car, listen, Andy feel like, after we get through having this birthday party, if we get to have sex and we get to do something, because I am sexually attracted to her. She is a beautiful woman to me. And so, if we do something after that, I'm going to be looking forward to doing it. I said, all right, we get that. But does Brittany know that? Brittany already said she's a little bit uncomfortable and it's kind of stressful to think about the fact that, she would to be moving in with Andy right away or something like that. And my thing is, I don't like the fact that these people be making it seem as if they have to move in with these people that are sponsoring them, because that's basically what they doing. No, girl, you can live on your own or whatever you want to go to. You ain't got to live just to get back for, oh, you took care of me while I was in prison. No, if you don't feel comfortable, you ain't got to, okay? That's how I look at it. It's your choice, Baby, they pulled up to the birthday party. Gracie got out the car to make sure everything was all to the good. And when Brittany got out that car and went over there to Andy and Barry's car, and Andy was giving her the gifts and all that stuff, he was like, "Yep, I'll put it up in the bag and everything." You know what he sound like and kind of look like? What is the Is it Yosemite Sam? No, Yosemite Sam is not. The cartoon what is his name? Cartoon Network. Looney Tunes. That big ass rooster. I said, boy. That's who he sound and look like. Baby, I said, you know what? Girl, you're just as stupid. I mean, sir, you're just as stupid, okay? Because I just don't understand. At this moment, if we would have got to this point, this would have been my 13th reason why, okay? Because that lady told him, well, you can stand out here and we gonna be up in here doing what we gotta do because I don't want you to meet the kids yet. I just want to kick it with them for a minute. I said, wait a minute, what? Is it for a minute or for the whole entire time? He was like, you don't want me to come in at all? She was like, no. I said, oh my goodness. So Barry said, what are we supposed to do? Just stand out here for the next 2 hours? Here go Andy. Yep, I guess that's what we're going to do, until she gets through with the kids, and then we'll come back out. And I said, you gotta be shitting me. Baby, that would have been the moment that I got back up in that car and I would have zoomed out, and that would have been the last time I talked to her. Because what you're not going to do is have me come out here just to stand outside in the parking lot. You couldn't even tell me to get up in a separate boot and not even go over there to where your kids at. Baby, I can't even go in there to take a piss. I can't even go in there and get a drink. Baby, I was driving. I understand you don't want me to see your kids yet. So if that's the case, why you just didn't tell me to stay at the goddamn hotel and put the stuff in your car? Oh my God, I was so irked. I was irked for him because you could tell he was frustrated, but he was trying not to show it. And I'm just sitting here looking at Andy like, Andy, you just too soft-spoken for me right now. Okay, because, I know they don't want to seem like the type that'll be so quick to anger or to go off on a woman or whatever, but I give you permission on this part because God damn it, bitch, you not finna play me like this, okay? Andy gives me the type that will easily get talked out of. People easily always just talk to him out of giving them a parking ticket. Every time. Or a speeding ticket. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry this happened or whatever. Oh, it's okay. You can go and pass. He really just gives me that soft pill. And on the one hand, I'm fine with that. But on the other hand, baby, I'm going to need you to just, I don't want to say man up because he is a man or whatever, but I'm going to need him to put his foot down. That's what I need to do because you letting this woman run all over you and you don't even know how her cat smell. Okay, and I'm just really confused. Like, what? What is going on? Barry, and I want Barry to say, are you serious? That's really what I wanted him to say. I wanted Barry to step up and be like, bitch, are you serious? Girl, you know Barry about to get on the phone and talk to Destiny and them. Baby, I cannot wait. I just know he about to FaceTime them. Because he did it before. He couldn't wait to get on that phone and FaceTime. I know he about to do it again. But that was them, okay? We get Donna and Louie and Melissa. Baby. Oh my God. Donna cannot stand Melissa's ass. But I do feel like Donna is being very overprotective. But on the one hand, I get it. But also, you do have to let your child go at a certain point and let them make the mistakes that they're going to make, okay? You can't continue to hover over them and, all of this stuff, okay? You have to cut that umbilical cord at one point or another. But I feel like in this situation, Donna knows that Melissa is not a good fit for Louie. We know that Melissa is not a good fit for Louie. Hell, we know Louie is not a good fit for anybody right now, okay? Donna had that cap on that said super bitch, and she lived up to every word about it, all right? Baby, she was waiting for Melissa to show up. Where she at? She taking all day. You mean can't be on time or nothing? And then when she pulled up, Melissa got out the car and was like, "Are you ready?" She said, "Yeah, I've been ready. Look what it looked like." I said, "What the fuck?" The way she threw them stuff up in that 4x4, I said, "All right, you got to sit up in this car for 3 hours with this woman, going back and forth, right? And just listening to the smart remarks." Like, on the one hand, I don't like Melissa either, but baby, Donna ain't making it no easy to like her. Because I get it that you don't like that lady, but you ain't got to be so rude. Especially when Melissa ain't really done nothing at that particular moment, all right, to deserve all that rudeness. And then when she was like, "I gotta pee." So they stopped though, and Melissa get on her phone and she called her daddy and she was like, "Man, she out here being a bitch to me already. She's being a bitch to me already." And then at this moment, when they get back in the car, all of a sudden Melissa's phone call rings and it's her daddy on the phone. He was like, "Let me speak to Donna." I said, "Oh my God, it sounds very mafioso." I said, "Are you finna put a hit on her? What's going on?" He was like, "You up here being mean to my girl already? You already you bitching at her already?" I said, "Wait a minute." They had a conversation and he was basically like, "We got to let them go and let them do whatever they need to do." She said within reason, and I just didn't like she really called her daddy, and her daddy called, and she even said, "So you gonna snitch on me to your daddy?" "You gonna snitch on me to your daddy?" And I'm sitting here like, first of all, you're a grown-ass man trying to talk to a grown-ass woman that you really don't know nothing about, and you don't know the extensive history between her and your daughter. You only know what your daughter has said, and you don't know if your daughter telling the truth. Your daughter ain't all the way there either, okay? So listen, I ain't appreciate him calling her, doing all of that stuff. I just didn't feel like that was right. I feel like, Melissa, you a grown-ass woman. You should be able to take care of your own stuff, okay? That's just what it is. You should be able to handle whatever comes with you. You already know how that lady is, and that's just what it is. What did you think? You thought telling your daddy this and having him call, and I feel like she knew that he was going to call because she didn't even say nothing, okay? She just instantly gave her the phone like, "Yep, this is what was going to happen." Like there was the 999 gotcha type of thing. And all it's going to do is make the relationship worse between you and that lady, okay? That lady didn't like you then. She definitely don't like you now, all right? She want that boy to be at home with her. And she was like, "How you think that you're going to take care of somebody that's a drug addict? You got any, experience with that?" And she was like, "I'm just saying, like, if he with me, he gonna know that he gonna have to stay clean. And if he don't, he just gonna have to get out. That's just what it is." I say that's what you say now, okay? That's what you say now. And this is all that Donna is trying to say, too. You don't have the experience to deal with this. You think you do. But I've been going through it so long, I know what it is. But at the same time, Donna, you got to let that boy go, that man go, and and make the mistakes that he needs to make. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And this is another situation where I feel as though both of them shouldn't have been there. Donna and Melissa shouldn't have been there to meet Louie when he first got out. It should have been one or the other. And I really feel like it should have been a mama that should have been there. She should have found somebody to pick her up and take her, not Melissa. And so that she could have all of that time with her son. And then once they get back to the house or whatever, you spend that day with your mama, and then you can spend a day with your girl. That you've been waiting this whole time. You can't wait an extra day. What's an extra day? Okay. Or vice versa. You get what I'm saying? It should have been one or the other. I felt bad for Donna. You know, my heart kind of softened up a little bit because we realized again that she is a mother, you know, and she's been going through this so long with her son, through the addiction and all of the different stages of it, and the different arrests and all that stuff. And, you know, the way that she broke down, because she was like, it's one of those situations where you know that the result is going to be either death or jail. And I am so glad that he went to jail, because at least I could still get to hug him while he's there. That hit me so hard. I said, wow, wow, you know. And so I get where her frustration is. I get what the issue is between her and Melissa. But at the same time, she just going to have to loosen up a little bit. She's afraid to lose her child. That's just what it is. And y'all know how mothers is with their boys. Baby, when Louie came out, when they came downstairs for the after Donna did all that crying, and then she go over there knocking on what's her name, door. And I mean bamming on it like she was about to bust that thing down. She was like, "You ready?" Donna had me messed up though when she said, first of all, she looked at Melissa and was like, "This what you in? You ain't got no clothes on." She was like, "Girl, don't worry about it. I'm gonna warm up when I get in the car. It ain't nothing to worry about it. It's gonna warm up later." They standing outside the hotel, and she was like, "Okay, go get the car. Go get the car so you can put the bags in the trunk." I said, "Excuse me, Miss Donna." Now the whole time that she's saying go get the car, do you know I'm thinking that the car is all the way over across the parking lot or whatever. The car was 2 spaces down. Miss Donna, you could have walked your ass over there to the car. You could have walked your ass over there to that car with Melissa, and you could have let Melissa throw that shit up in that goddamn trunk. Now, when Melissa threw that bag up in there, I would have threw it up in there the same way. She gonna say something. Don't do that, because I got glass. Bitch, I don't care. You could have walked to the car. I was like, girl, you gonna tell her to bring that car up to you, child? I said, Donna, okay. And then when they get there, of course, Louie comes out. Why Melissa got that cheerleading outfit on underneath that dress, underneath that coat? Did a little cheer and all that stuff. And, you know, Donna, she had a little breakdown for a second. That's her baby. So, of course, we knew that was going to happen. And obviously, you could tell that either he had on somebody else's pants or he got on clothes that since he been there, he lost weight. You know, because the pants was bunched up in the belt, meaning that it was a little bit too big for him or whatever. You can tell he been through some stuff. He said he clean now, and he just been hooked on just about every freaking drug. And then he went to the big dogs of heroin, and he was like, getting off of that heroin is hell. Okay, I feel like you dying. And I was like, yeah, I bet it do, that black tar, you know. And so he just trying to get his stuff together. Baby, they was kissing all up in front of Donna. Gave Donna a hug. Oh, Mom. And then went over there to Melissa. Donna was standing there like this. Ain't this some shit? I said, Donna, you jealous? I hate it when it's situations where I get both sides to a certain point. I really do. I really do. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is really going to be interesting because Melissa wants him to go to New Jersey. He had a 20-year sentence for burglary and aggravated burglary and all that stuff, or whatever. He was supposed to serve 10 years in jail and have a 10-year probation. So unless he get approved to do his probation out there in New Jersey, it's going to stay out there in Georgia, right? And I don't know what Melissa's going to do. Meanwhile, oh my God, it was something else that I needed to say about it. Oh, it just slipped my mind so quick. God, I'm missing something, and it was right there. Right there. But anyway, I just said, girl, you asking for a lot, and this relationship is just, it's not gonna work the way that she wants it to work. She's in La La Land, and I just want her to get out of it, and I just want her to get back down to some way of reality, but she never been in reality. Okay. Moving on from that, let's just go there. Renika and what's his name? Asante. The last episode we saw that they actually had sex, and he left out the house at 5 in the morning. 5:23 in the morning. That man left out the house and never came back. Never came back. And I'm not even finna spend too much time on this because it's really dumb, and at this point it's pointless because he's no longer here. But for Renika to be calling her people around and talking mad crap about him or whatever, but yet you still staying down there. As soon as I realized that that man left and he hadn't been back, at one point they said 8:50 at night. Then they said it was the next day. I'm gone. I'm getting my kids. I'm packing up and we driving home. Fuck a plane ticket. I'm just getting in the car and driving away all my frustration. That's just what we doing, okay? You in the Airbnb, it is what it is. You should feel dumb yourself because you uprooted your child, your children, for a man that you never knew. That man went on ahead, got what he wanted out of you, money and sex, and he bounced to the next person. Come to find out he been scamming. That's just what it is. That lady that was auntie, she was a 44-year-old woman that probably was that he been talking to for the past 2 years. He been talking to her for 18 months. So he talking to both of them at the same time, getting money out of both of them. Okay, that's just basically what was going on. And the fact that she called her friend up and they doing a P.I. just to get some information when you really didn't find no information. The P.I. didn't tell you nothing that you didn't already have, okay? You had the text messages. You had the text messages of the lady telling you that he been with her for 2 years and she sent him the 1140 or whatever to get him out, and basically you got money from him, he got money from you, he was sending you money that was from her, he was scamming. She laid it all out because she realized that she was getting played. You calling her dumb, but who was really dumb? You the one that picked up and you went down there to Georgia for a man that you never met and seen, and then you let him have sex with you and he left your ass. And you trying to say that she dumb? Both y'all dumb as hell, but you dumber, okay? And who doing this all P.I. stuff? He was like, well, you know, if you got the number, you gonna show the P.I. the number. And it was like, well, I know who that is. Okay, well, we already know who it is because the number called the phone and she already had the number. They've been texting and all that stuff. You know that it's the same lady that calls herself auntie, or that Asante calls auntie, but which is really his quote-unquote girlfriend. We already know that. All you have to do was call the lady. And that's all the P.I. did, too. I said, child, if y'all don't get out of here with this fake shit, Asante played your ass and that's just it. And you up here wasting time, money, energy, whatever. We TV probably paid for it just to do this. Girl, get up out my face. Get up out my face. The desperation. The desperation. That's what happens. Don't be pathetic. Don't be desperate in your life, okay? Please don't. But that is Love After Lockup. Damn, I was finna... I can't think of what I was going to say. And I'm pretty sure somebody probably going to say it. And I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, that is exactly it. But if I missed something, because it was something that I missed, I feel like, put it down in the comments. Again, I apologize for it being late. I was out of town. I was living life, you know, saying, got a little bit sick afterwards. But, you know, I'm here. I did it. I'm here. I'm queer. And we going to get it together, okay? I will see y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Peace.